Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Good evening. Give me a second. I'm trying to add some people in on this live here. I know that some people who I chat with and talk to wanted to know when I was going live, but I told them that I was going live soon. So I'm going live this evening. Um, I have a lot. I don't have a lot to talk about, but I want to cover a post that I put up, and the post that I want to cover is I said, beware of the snakes that call you family and friends, and I wanted to do it before uh, Friday, Good Friday. Um, and I talk to some people every now and then, once again, and people chime in and tell me how they feel about certain things that I say. Um, I'm just starting to catch up on a lot of old messages that I have received that I never commented on. So I'm trying my best to get with everybody on old messages and old everything. You wouldn't believe it, but I have some stuff that I seen and I couldn't believe it myself. But other than that, y'all, let me set the tone of why I did what I did. I said what I said was because um, I got a phone call as I was driving back home on Sunday. I had to get away because I had so much on my mind that I really needed to get away. And once I did, I had a chance to reflect, to think about a lot of stuff that was going on in my little life. And as I was reflecting and thinking, a lot of things came to my mind. I told myself that when it's all said and done, there are some people that I'm going to happy to leave alone. When I say I'm happy to leave alone, I feel like I'm gonna be happy to just delete them out of my little life, because I've come to realize that some people don't mean me no hell of a good, and some people don't mean you no hell of a good. To be honest with you, want to talk facts is facts. So what I want to do this evening, real quick, I'm not gonna be here too much longer, but what I want to do first and foremost is talk about when it comes to snakes. Here in South Carolina, they have a lot of snakes, and I tell people this: the only snakes I know walk on 2 feet. Um, and when I say that, I literally mean that. I don't know about no copperhead. I don't know about no black snake. I don't know about. Well, what I do know is people who call you family, people who call you friend, will show you the crack of their behind and try to hide their hand. They will slither and slide around you, trying to show you the other side of them. And at the end of the day, you thinking everything is copacetic and nice when it's not. So, like I said again, I had a chance to think. I tried to drop in on one of my brothers who lives in Charlotte, because when I tell you that when it comes to this brother of mine, he don't know the level of respect that I have for him. He don't know that, when I call on him, he's like sometimes the last resort that I'll call on. But I called him just to talk to him and to find out if he could help me out. When I tell you his reaction was quick and swift, that's a true brother, that's a true friend, that's a true brother. Hands down. You talk to people and you think that friends and family will have your back quicker than anybody. But I could tell you, I know some friends and family that don't give a rat's ass and 2 cents about you and will throw you up under the bus before God know about it. See, that's the type of snakes that we have in our life. And them type of snakes, they don't come every now and then. They come every day. And I've come to realize that because I got this phone call, and the phone call it went off like this: Bishop OG, how you doing? I'm good. What's up? Where you at? I'm driving. How was your weekend? Weekend was good. I had a chance to get a little bit of rest, and I spoke on Sunday, and I'm heading home. When I said that, I said, "Wow, what's going on?" I said, "You sound like you troubled about something." This person actually started telling me about things that was taking place, that was transpiring, like the night before. Now, the person that they talked about, I just talked to this person on Friday night. This person was talking about me like a dog on Saturday afternoon. So you got to realize something. God has a way of revealing those who don't mean you no good. God has a way of showing you the people that's supposed to be in your corner that's not in your corner. God has a way of pulling the sheets off of the bed in the midst of you in there sleeping. Because see, think about it. You could be sleeping with the enemy and not even know it. And that's a fact. You could be in the midst of a relationship with a person and not knowing that the person that you in a relationship with don't mean you no good, because you, quote unquote, you so much in love. You so much headstrong over this man or woman that you in a bed with that you forget about all sense of reality. And that's where we are. See, because when a snake comes into your life, a snake don't come to bite you. A snake don't come to pat you on your back. A snake don't come to say, hey, I'm a snake. A snake comes to do what? Infiltrate. They come to actually prey on you. A snake will come into your life. He will stalk you. He will stealth you, because guess what? At the right appointed time, he will strike. That's that snake that we have in our lives, and we have to be aware of it. Because the person called me talking about something that was personal. I didn't even understand it because I was driving. So I didn't catch on. So I found out that a snake will come into your life and will show you their stripes when they strike. A snake will come into your life as a family member, as a brother, as a cousin, as an aunt or uncle, with deadly venom. And as soon as you drop your hair, hey Nanny, what's up, cuz? Hey Deacon, Sherman, how you doing? A snake will come into your life, and as when you at least expect it, a snake will strike. See, I can talk about that because I've been in the midst of a lot of snakes lately. I've been in the midst of snakes on the job, in my family. I've been in the midst amongst snakes within the church body. I've been in the midst of snakes when it came to just being out and about. But see, one thing I know, I like the real true snakes. When you meet a real true snake, you got a real true friend. Because see, what a real true snake would do, a snake would tell you, hey, I don't like you, but. I don't trust you, but. See, I like those type of snakes. I like the type of snakes that's going to keep it 100 with me from the front door. Those are the type of snakes I like. I like the snakes that going to tell me, you know what? Your breath stink. I like those type of snakes. Because guess what? That type of snake is venomless right there. You're telling me something for my own good. But them snakes that will slide around you, infiltrate your surroundings, infiltrate your love, infiltrate your trust, those are the type of snakes I can't deal with. And those are the type of snakes that you may want to cut their head off. Because see, we have that in our families. We have that in our workplaces. We have that in society. We have it all around us. Those are the type of snakes that we have in our lives. Do you know you can have a snake in your life for over 20 years? But when that snake strikes, that snake gonna take you out. And see, we have that. We have that in our lives. We have snakes that we have known so long, they done shed their skin 4 and 5 times. And you never realize that that was a snake. You never had the unction to say, hey, will this person cross me? Do this person love me? Do this person have my back? We don't cross them lines to think about it, because that snake has come in our life for a reason. And that was to what? To infiltrate us. So I said, beware of the snakes in your family and friends. Who you think is your family is not really your family. And that's what I'm learning about my family. They will talk a good one, but some of them don't understand what the aspect of reality is when it comes to family. You can go behind my back and talk about me all you want, but you have to realize something. Just as I'm starting to grow hair on my face, it's gonna come back to me. And when it come back to me, guess what? I'll be hurt for a few hours, because I look at it and I say, thank you, Mama B. I look at it and I say, friends come a dime a dozen. But a true friend, somebody that God put in your life, only come once in a lifetime. And when you know who God has sent to you in your life, it's good to hold on to that friend through thick and thin. It's good to be able to cry when that friend cried. It's good to have a family member that you can say, no matter how it looks, I may come home to Trenton, New Jersey, but guess what? I know I got someone to lay my head. See, that's the type of family members we have, and they won't talk about you. People will invite you to their church, not just because it's a special service, but it's just because. See, I could pop up on Spring Street on a Sunday morning, don't have to worry about preaching. I could just come and sit on the back row, knowing that the love is coming from the pulpit all the way to the pew. See, that's the type of love that I'm talking about. See, I don't know them snakes that slither around. I don't. I don't know nothing about no copperhead. Like I said earlier, I don't know no copperhead, no black snake, no timber rattler. I done shot a few. Yes, I have. But guess what? I don't know too much about snakes. The only snakes I know walk on 2 feet. So beware of those snakes that are around you. Beware of the snakes that despitefully use you. Because we have a lot of them that do that. And like I said again, I got people in my life, I hate asking people for anything. But I know, push come to shove, I know people I can call and say, hey, I need a favor. Hey, I need a blessing. Some of them I could even text, and they'll come through for me. So I say that to say this. They betrayed Jesus, and he was greater than I. They crucified Jesus, and he was greater than I. He was greater than you. So at the end of the day, don't get upset when you find out who the snakes are in your life. Do what I do. I pray for them, and I keep it moving. The snakes in my life have shown themselves to be snakes. And I've learned how to just disregard them, exit them out. Throw their phone numbers in the garbage, block them, whatever it takes. I've learned how to do that. Because I'm getting sick and tired of having them times when I thank you, my family, when I thank you, my friend, and you show me the opposite of what I'm expecting. The Bible tells us not to put our faith and trust in man. But when you're human, the human aspect of your lifestyle, you will trust people, you will love on people, and you hope people will reciprocate the same manner back to you. But you know, I've learned who my snakes were. I ain't calling people no more. Because guess what? If I done called you 4 or 5 times and you don't return my phone call, don't tell me you was that damn busy you couldn't return my phone call. That means you're busy 24 hours a day. You can't even text back, can't even call back. So I'm learning. I'm learning. I can support you, but you can't support me. I'm learning. And it took me 40-something years to learn all of this. Yeah, it took me a long time. So I'm going to say this and I'm going to go. I don't know how long I've been on here. Hold on 1 second. Oh, I'm almost over my time and I wanted to be on here. I'm just saying this. Beware of the snakes around you. I got, oh, my Aunt Roz just popped on. I see my auntie on here, y'all. My Roz on here. She taught me a whole lot about life and trusting people. Mama B has taught me a lot about life and trusting people. So I'm just keeping it 100. Life will teach you a lot. And me personally, I've had my crying days. I've had my time where I just sat back like this and said, why? Why? Why me? Why would you set me up? Why me? I've had them days. So I'm just going to say this, y'all, and I'm going to go. Beware of the snakes that are in your family and in your circle of friends. Because a snake will be there, and at the right appointed time, a snake will strike. So I thank you all for listening at me on tonight. One other thing. For all those who have heard the song, see, I'm going to a whole other side of the fence now. Preserve Me, O God. It's my single. It's been out for a little bit over a year now. So let me just say this. I want to thank everybody who said, I want to thank everybody who said that they didn't like it. Because when it come back to me that they didn't like it, there's people that saying across the United States saying, I love it. So I'm ecstatic. It's making its way into certain church bodies. I have people on my job. I have Evangelist Johnson just popped in. I have people on my job say that they love it. So I just say I thank you all. I thank you all. And you know, like I said again, I'm trying to put another project out there, but financially it's getting to me. But I'm trying my best to do it. You know, Uncle Sam, that April 15th date, May 1st date, it haunts people like me who have to owe the government. So, but I thank everybody for listening at Preserve Me, oh God. And I thank everybody for sharing it. Because, like I said, at the end of the day, when the road you made for me was clear as light as day, I closed my eyes and I went astray. You gave me my life to do your perfect will. Preserve me, oh God. So I thank everyone. And like I said again, beware of the snakes that are around you. Family and friends. You do have them venomous snakes. I love them. Because those are the ones that tell you your breath stink. Those are the ones that tell you your suit is dirty. Those are the ones that tell you your shoes are ran down. But you got the other snakes that are venomless. I mean that are venom, and they will bite you quick. But when they bite you, they'll bite you and then they'll run away. See, most snakes, I'm learning, seeing in the South, a snake will bite you, it'll retract itself, and then bite you again. It retracts itself and bites you again. I'm learning that because those are the type of snakes that we come to love. Those are the type of snakes that we come to trust, because guess what? We don't see them when they strike. We don't even know that they're striking when they're striking, because guess what? We trust them. We love them. We have the agape love for them. We look at them as though we are with them and we are connected. But those are the type of snakes that will come after us. And when they strike, they will strike so fast, you don't realize it until something is said by someone else to say, hey, did you know? So like I said, I got the phone call Sunday after I spoke and I was on my way home. driving all by myself. See, when I drive by myself, I have a chance to stop and just think to myself. I talk to God as I'm driving, and as I'm driving, God is putting stuff in my spirit. God is telling me things about people around me. God is telling me, you need to change this to make this right. You need to get this right. But on top of it all, God has showed me so many people in my life that I put trust in, that I put my faith in, that I looked at and said, these are my friends, these are my co-workers, these are my colleagues, and I'm in the same sync with them. But guess what? God has showed me the same people that you think is not talking about you is talking about you. And then these scriptures start coming to my head as I'm talking to God. Sometimes we're in the same boat. We want everybody to love us. We want everybody to respect us. We want everybody to put us in that pot together. But you have to realize, them snakes, when they shed their skin, they'll shed their skin and they'll keep on going. And that's where we're at now. So all these snakes will come. All these snakes that we see, they're striking and they're jumping back. And they're striking and they're jumping back. And every time you think that this snake is your friend, you don't see him striking. I was at work today, and there's a person on my job. I'm not saying she didn't have it, but we all had steaks today. We all had, well, a lot of us had steaks today. So I've come to realize, being around kids, and they say, Bishop OG, this was said. Bishop OG, that was said. And I'm learning to listen. I'm learning to listen. And the more I listen, the more I get knowledge. Don't despise small beginnings. Mama B said, when folks are talking about you, that's actually good. They're more concerned when they stop talking about him. You're right. You're right. You're right. And that's what I love about it. That's what I love about it. But see, me, Mama, when they talking about me, I just sit back and I be like, oh, okay. Because the more they talk about me, the more God is blessing me. The more they're talking about me, the more I feel encouraged. The more they're talking about me, the more I smile. And I think that's the good thing about it. Like Ara said, why not you? And I love it. I just love it. I just love it. So, being with God, coming home, I've learned out who was in my life and who shouldn't be in my life. And sometimes I think if a lot of people was to sit down and they would just sit back, and I know Mama B and I Ross can contest to this. Sometimes you can sit back and just allow God to talk to you. Sometimes we got to just shut our mouth and let God talk. Because see, when God starts speaking to us, God is going to reveal to us just who is in our corner and just who's not in our corner. God is going to reveal to us the snakes in our lives, but sometimes we got them blinders on. We don't want to hear God. Hey, cuz, how you doing? When is the voting up? I got one of my cousins in here, y'all. She raps and she sings, and she is up for a few awards, and we were voting for her on at my job last week and the week before last. So I'm trying to figure out when the voting is up. So I just try my best to do what God tells me to do. But like I said, some people have them blinders up. And when you got them blinders up, you cannot do what God is asking or telling you to do because you're so entwined with love. You're so entwined to wanting to be loved. You're so entwined with people respecting you and want to be in your corner, want to be your best friend. But sometimes if you just stop and listen at what God is saying to you, It wouldn't matter who's there and who's not there. When you are focusing on God, I preach this sermon. It's called Stay Focused. Stay focused. Sometimes we need to just stay focused on what God has for us. And when you stay focused on what God has for you, guess what? No matter what come or go in your life, guess what's going to happen? Your focus and your mindset is on God. And when that comes into fruition, God can work better in your life, because guess what? Now you are in a situation where, guess what? You're looking at what God has for you. So whatever is for you is for you. But stay focused on God. When them snakes come, let them come. God has a way of cutting heads off when people least expect it. I shouldn't say it like that, but God has a way of cutting people out of your life that don't mean you no good. The Bible says he'll make your enemies your footstool. I preached that sermon before. How many... No, I ain't going to talk about it. I'm going to say it anyway. What's in your footstool? How many of them fake friends you have in your footstool? So what's in your footstool? Okay? So I just say that to say I love y'all. And I've had a very, very long week. It's not over yet. But I thank God for just bringing me through. I thank God for allowing me to see the snakes in my life. And when they come, sometimes I don't be focused and I don't see it. I don't. But sometimes I can sit back. Just like this. I close my eyes and allow God to minister to me. I may have me a little instrumental gospel on, and I'm just focused. And things start coming left and right. Wow. Did you see that happen? Wow. That happened. Wow. That happened. Wow. When you needed a blessing, that person wasn't there for you. When you needed to talk to somebody, that person wasn't there for you. But God was there for you. To bless you. To hold you up. To give you the arms that you needed to wrap around you. And sometimes you will learn when God's arms are around you, can't no snakes touch you. Can't no snakes touch you. Okay? So on that tip, Mama B said, everyone in your life for a reason and purpose. Judas was a snake, but he was needed so the scriptures could be fulfilled. And that is correct. See, you try to get me started all over. Your Judas will come. Judas will come in your life. And that Judas will sit next to you, greet you with a kiss, greet you with a hug, shake your hand, and cut your throat all at the same time. Your Judas will come. The ones who said they praying for you, liars. Those who said that I got you, you know what? And I don't understand something about these preachers. A preacher will say that they praying for you. A preacher will say, I got your best back. A preacher will say, I'm praying in your best interest. A preacher will say, if you need a blessing, just call me. These are the men and women of God who they say God has called them. These are the ones who say that I am that I am. These are the ones who sit up in a pulpit with their crosses on, with their robes on, with their vestments on, with their holy regalia on. These are the ones, and see, there are snakes out here that are preying on you, and I don't mean P-R-A-Y either. These are the ones that are preying on you from the pulpit. But we'll do what? We'll give them our money. We'll go and bow at their feet. And all the time we're doing this, they're putting their foot on us. Yeah, they're putting their foot on us. So at the end of the day, learn, understand who the snakes are in your life. I gotta get out of here. Y'all keep pushing me up. Rod said, many are called, but few are chosen. You have to realize, and you know what? You're right about that. That's scripture. You're right about that. But guess what? I had to realize that some people who say that they were chosen are not really chosen. They chose themselves to run the race that God did not set before them. They chose that path themselves. They wasn't chosen. They wasn't even called. They just went. They just went. They just went. They went because they wanted the glory. They went because they wanted the glamour. They went because, but see, they didn't know what it meant to every devil. There's another level. And every time you say that God called me to do this, you have to come up to that level. That's why I sit back sometimes and I don't even debate. People on my job, they'll tell you, Bishop OG ain't going to debate with you. I'm not going to argue with you. If you say that God called you here, then guess what? You do that. If you say that God said, come as you are, okay, you say that. But then when you start saying, show me book, chapter, and verse, they can't do it. But you got these pulpit preachers preaching a false prophetic word to people, and they're running with it. Like I said, my aunt just said, many are called, but few are chosen. Bishop Snyder says, teach, brother. Pulpiteers in the pulpit. Yes, you're sitting back praying on the people. They're sitting back from the pulpit. And when they sit there, they're looking. And the crazy part about, I'm about to go left with this. You got the men looking at boys in the pulpit. I'm taking him with me tonight. You got men looking at little girls in the pulpit. Oh, I got to hook up with her. You got women looking at little boys. Oh, I'm going to brush his hair. Oh, I'm going to brush her hair. These are the people in the pulpit, the snakes that are around us. I guess that's why the Bible says, you don't supposed to allow no one to lay their hands on you suddenly. Can I pray for you? Yes, from a distance. You may not have the same spirit. We don't have kindred spirits. You're not going to lay hands on me. Yeah. Like I said again, I've learned, y'all. So, I've been here long enough. My aunt and Mama B, they keep getting me started. So I've learned. And I'm still learning. And like I said, in 40-something years, I've learned the hard way. I've learned the hard way. And by me learning the hard way, it has helped me to grow. And I love it when preachers sit back and they talk about me and I find out. I love it when preachers, the very quote-unquote so-called elect, can sit around and have a conversation about little old me, not knowing that I'm a child of God, not knowing that in the midst of it all, God has blessed me beyond measures. So on that tip, y'all have a blessed evening. Pray for Lawrence Brooks. That's one of my brothers out of Charlotte, North Carolina. Pray for him. He called me up, and that's one of the ones that if I need anything, I'm there for him, and if he needs anything, vice versa, I'm there for him, and he's there for me. But he called me with a concern, and we put it in God's hands, and we stand on our confession. By His stripes, he's healed. Tasha Parham, she's healed. I've been married 20-something years today. Jesus. Whew. But pray for people. Pray for those that are asking for prayer. Pray for those who are asking you to cry out and spare not. Just pray for them. Because at the end of the day, we all need prayer. But Lawrence Brooks is one. Latasha Parham is another. Both has cancer. But we still believe in God for his remarkable hand to do just what he said he would do. Heal, deliver, and set free. Thank you, Bishop. Mama B told me that earlier. Thank you, Mama B. But I've been married for 20-something years, y'all. So it's thank you, Roz. It's been a ride. And every day has not been a bed of roses. Believe that. People think it's all me, but it ain't all me. So on that tip, y'all have a blessed evening. I'm not gonna be like a preacher and keep saying that. I'm gonna go and eat something and hit the bed, because guess what? 2 a.m. comes too fast for me. So y'all be blessed, and just know, be very aware of the snakes that are around you in your life and in your circle. Beware of family and friends who are snakes in your life. Because when they strike suddenly, and you may not even have a chance to see it coming. But God has a way of revealing so much to you in your life. On that tip, thank you, Evangelist Johnson. That's one of my church mothers right there, y'all, Evangelist Johnson. But other than that, y'all be blessed, and just know, Happy Resurrection Sunday, and all the other stuff that go along with it. I'm not getting into that either. But just know, whatever you believe, allow God to make things right in your life, and allow God to X out the snakes that are trying to infiltrate you and your family. On that tip, y'all be blessed. I love y'all, and I'll be back soon. Grace and peace.